Have you ever thought about what it takes to run and produce a song? Have you ever thought about all of the different people that go into making it happen? Like from the sound engineer to the musicians to the artists themselves. How many hours they put in to run through everything they do. I am Chris Douglas, and I am a music education major here at Taylor. I have played guitar ever since I was 7 years old, so I am very much been a part of the live music business for a while, but I haven't done much recording. And because of that, I wanted to research it and bring my findings for you here today. So I wanted to go through the whole process of getting a song on the radio, from the actual composing to the recording and to the publishing of the song. So let's dive into composing. Composing is an art in and of itself. Taylor actually has its own major just for composing. I was in it once, but it is very intense, and I went back to music education, obviously. So one thing when I was in the major they did teach us was we start with the lyrics. So when you have the lyrics, you create a poem or something of that sort, and then you put it into chords. So you make a chord progression that you like of some sort, and you mesh those two together, and those will end up being the dry bones of your piece. So once that is accomplished, they move on to the recording part, which is honestly the best part of it all. When the first step of recording is they get a band together. So if they want the timbre that they want, they will add that and find the right people so that the musician can get what they want. And they will have the whole band practice, and then they will record each band member separately from each other and make a track for each band member. Once all of these individual tracks are made, the sound engineer will go through each and every one of them, picking through and getting rid of mistakes and all their different things like setting levels of noise and noise gates and all this different stuff. And once they have done that, they sound engineer and artist will work together on the mixing, which is a hard little process that where the sound engineer and artist must work closely together, because it can mess up the whole sound of the song if the sound engineer doesn't know what the artist wants. So what happens here is they compile all of the tracks that they had and put them together in one file to where it actually does create a song. But the sound engineer has to move and manipulate them until where it's in the right parts, and the sound engineer will take and set levels of each instrument. So like if they want the guitar louder in the track, they'll raise that level and push everything else down, which can be tedious in some sense, but it's pretty much like the rough draft of the song. So my last point is the mastering and publishing of the song. So once they're done with that rough draft, they'll take that and they will start mastering the song. They'll have somebody else come in other than the first sound engineer, somebody with a very good ear, that they go through the song and just listen for any mistakes or anything that might be off. And they'll go through and edit and edit and edit until they are happy with it. And this is technically the final project of the song. So once it has been mastered and the song has actually been completely done, they will publish the song. This is done in multiple ways, from a promotion company to even promoting yourself. Now, promotion company is kind of obvious. They kind of, what I'm about to talk about with the individual is kind of what the promotion company does. What you do individually is that you make phone calls into every radio station, every YouTuber or anything where you can get your music played on. You make multiple phone calls to them until they end up playing your music. It's a very persevering process that the artist has to have very good demeanor about, whether it be them getting rejected or just not getting calls back. It can be very hard, but eventually you'll get the song on the radio. Now, lastly, I say that it is an insane process that they must go through. And to me, I don't know if I can do that day in or day out. I probably will do it someday, but for an artist, it is an amazing feat. And I respect them for everything that they do each day. And that is how a recording process in a song is made.